Odyssey. About a man intelligent, O Muse, tell us the story, on seas who wandered years 10, after he conquered Troy. Numerous countries passing through, where wisdom he obtained, dangers and struggles which for true, matured his heart and brain. He tried hard to bring safe back, his faithful companions, but they did not have such good luck. They'd chosen sinful canyons. Eating the oxen of the sun, which drew on roads of heaven, the fiery chariot of the god, they made him to avenge them. Preventing their sweet return, to each one's home and wife. Daughter of Zeus, let's hear again, from you, about his life. All those who had escaped the great disaster of those times, safe returned from sea and death, each one back to their wives. But didn't see his wife one man, and his beloved country, the nymph prevented his return, Calypso, for she loved him. Like prisoner detained him, as husband him she needed, the goddess in her caves until, cycle of years completed. The time passed and gods allowed, his trip back to Ithaca, his homeland where what he found, his soul made more unhappy. Among his people troubles that, made even gods feel pity, except Poseidon the sea god, who hated him so deeply. Divine Odysseus going to, his home, infuriated, this god who now was heading to, a land far situated. The Ethiopians live in place, the end of earth that covers, sunrise half of them possess, the sunset dwell the others. They sacrificed bulls and rams, plenty of them to please him, and while in sweet rejoice he was, Zeus called the gods to meet him. In his Olympic tower then, he hosted the symposium, the father of all gods and men, and leaded the consortium. Aegisthus, an unwise man, his kings who stole the wife, made Agamemnon's loving son, to take his sinful life. About Orestes spoke to them, reminding the immortals, on gods and fate how put the blame, ungratefully the mortals. But living life without rules, is what they do exactly, the obvious cannot see the fools, why luck treats them so badly. Aegisthus with his way of life, provoked his fate by making adultery with the king's wife, and worse, his life by taking. They killed him when returned from Troy, even if we had warned him, not Agamemnon to destroy, wisely the god had told him. Don't steal his wife he had said, Hermes, the vigil eye, because his son will get revenge, Orestes, and you'll die. Wisely Aegisthus was advised, but had his ears sealed, Orestes as he claimed his right, the sinner's fate revealed. And lost his life and every good, as he deserved to take. Athena said, we understood, mistakes when we make. We have to pay for them, it's fair, O son of Cronos, father, master of rulers everywhere, but I'll speak for another. A man for justice who would fight, but still his luck is absent, away from friends and was no right, for him whatever happened. The goddess who had eyes like owl, she spoke about Odysseus, who dwelled a land in sea far out, among sea waves malicious. Calypso full of trees has land, an island of her own, and father whose the thoughts are bad, Atlas, who him alone. Of every sea he knows the depth, and keeps long columns holding, heaven in distance from the earth, preventing sky from falling. His daughter with seductive words, Odysseus keeps in sweetness, with her to stay despite he wants, only the smoke to witness. Of homeland while it's rising up, and happily he'd die, Ithaca's dream not giving up, these thoughts though make him cry. The more she wants him to forget, the more he grows desire. Olympian, this how you accept? Your heart is not on fire? On Troy's wide landscapes who, most sacrifices offered, among Argean ships and you, so sacredly he honored? How can you be for him so bad? Zeus to his daughter answered, the words you said made me so sad, your teeth how let them scattered. Forget Odysseus how I could. The clever and divine, who honored gods as much he should, and treated them so fine. For those who heaven rule so right, spoke Zeus who clouds gathers, but with Poseidon has a fight, Odysseus, and no others. Polyphemus Poseidon's son, from Cyclops was the greatest, but blind became from this man, whom since then sea god hated. Him who with water dresses land, Theuses became the lover. Of unexplored sea the god, Forces, was Theuses' father. In a smooth cave they conceived, Polyphemus one night. That's why now he feels the need, Odysseus, to fight. Because of him the god is sad. By him his son was blinded. But still he didn't kill this man, so now I just decided that gods should help him to return, somehow, and may he'll make it. If sea god changes mind again, because of us, and let it. How he alone could go ahead, against all gods' mind. Bright-eyed like owl Athena heard, the goddess, and replied, Father of ours, ruler first, the great Cronus's child, if wish is this of gods the best, for him with complex mind. Odysseus, home that should return, Hermes, Argos' killer, at far Ogygia let us sent, swift message to deliver. And tell the nymph with splendid hair, to let the steadfast-minded, Odysseus, to go home from there, because so gods decided. And while he's returning back, I'll send myself, no other, to give his son courage and luck, Achaeans all together. Who like growing long their hair, and tell them that he wanted, no more the suitors to be there, and soon this should be sorted. They slaughter hundreds of the sheep, and kine with shambling gates, his father's house should no more keep, open for them the gates. And I'll advise him to sail, for Sparta and for Pylos, to find his father's friends who may, give an opinion pious to him about his father's luck, who had similar story, with them, and may he will be back, among his men with glory. After she spoke she dressed her feet, with fine sandals, golden, immortal, faster than the wind, which never would get rotten. With those could travel over land, and sea of any distance. She took her spear which sharpen had, its point for every instance.